All right, I'm glad you decided to respond. It took you long enough, but I was wondering what your thoughts, Swizz Beats, about your wife taking your son, your 4-year-old son, to a nail salon to get his nails painted rainbow color. I was trying to figure out where is the father in all this. You know what I'm saying? Because I said my piece in my last video about how I felt about that because me having 3 boys and and I'm about to have a girl on the way and gonna be born in January. I've never been to a nail salon in my life. My boys have never been to a nail salon in their life, and I never will go to a nail salon to get my nails painted. And my boys will never go to a nail salon to get their nails painted. Now, in terms of taking care of yourself, getting pedicures and manicures, that's great. I do that myself. You know, my nails. I got short nails. I don't like my nails are getting certain length, and I always cut them. You know what I'm saying? My nails and my feet as well. So I grew myself. I take care of myself when it comes to that. So I don't need to get my nails painted and colored and all that stuff. That stuff is for girls. That's how I was brought up. That's how I was raised. That's effeminate behavior that can't be co-signed. So I would never allow that to be a part of my ilk. Now, in terms of what Swizz Beatz was talking about, he responded to his wife doing that Instagram post talking about, her son was afraid of getting his nails painted at 4 years old and stuff like that. Again, mind you, the boy is 4 years old. But he responded, and I quote, let me find a quote real quick. Okay. Quote, Genesis is probably one of the toughest kids I've ever seen. I've never seen a tougher kid than him, he said. But he should be allowed to express himself. However, I look at him and I'm like, okay, he wants to do one thing one day, and then the next day he's on his dirt bike doing something else. Your son is 4 years old. He's still a toddler. Like, kids are gonna be, wishy washy, and they're not gonna be consistent. They're consistent on being inconsistent, of course. But getting your nails painted is something very extreme and something that is something that having that behavior being allowed, and again, I think that's effeminate behavior being taught at a very young age and taught to them by his mom, and that is going to be embedded in him. So Swizz Beast thing is a phase or whatever the case may be. No, that is a part of his elk now. Anything that you come across in life, you're going to remember that, especially something that you never done before. That's going to be embedded in you. And so, even if it is a phase, at the time he's a toddler still, he still can come back to it later down the line and say, you know what, this is something I want to do consistently. I want to go ahead and get my nails painted. Then I want to put makeup on. Then I want to wear dresses. Then I want to be a transgender. Right? It's gonna grow into that kind of thing, and that was taught to him at 4 years old. You see, so yeah, effeminized behavior was brought to a 4-year-old's attention that more than likely will shapeshift his outlook on life going forward, right? And so, that's something I don't condone. I don't co-sign. And, you need to teach a man how to be a man and a woman how to be a woman. Just that simple. So, Swizz Beatz, his response, I take it as a guy who shrugs it off and thinks it's a phase. But you got to remember the context of it. Your son is a toddler. He's 4 years old. So it's not just a phase. The 3 or 4 year old age group they're in their development stage. They're still remembering and trying to grasp a lot of things, especially when it comes to behavior and language. They're going to grasp to it, uh, more powerful than a lot of things that you come across. So anyway, those are my thoughts on that, family. Leave your comments down below about this. you know, for me, like I said, you know, Swizz Beatz seems like he condones this behavior, and he thinks it's just a phase, you know, and it's not. So, anyway, those are my thoughts about that. Family, leave your comments down below. GMOG Media TV. Until next time, signing out. Peace.